What is up, math superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, I'm bringing to you all the information about the powers of 10. And so here we're given out our little place value chart here. So we're going to start talking about the powers of 10. So we see these show up here in things like place value, but in the future you'll see these as in scientific notation. You'll see these all over the place. So let's get started here. So we'll start in the ones column. So our ones, we know that any number to the power of 0 is going to equal to 1. So we have 10 to the 0 power, which just equals 1. And the bottom box will be 1. And so that's our ones place, so 10 to the 0 power. So we have tens place. This is 10 to the first power. We can write that out as just simply 10. So 10 is just equal to 10. So the first two are pretty easy. Now let's take a look at the hundreds place. So we have 10 to the second power. So we write that out as 10 times 10, which is going to be equal to 100. And then let's take a look at the thousandths place. So this would be 10 to the third power. We write that out as 10 times 10 times 10, which is going to be equal to 1,000. And so we can notice something here. So in the ones place, we notice that there are no zeros, so that's why it's to the 0 power. For the tens place, we notice that there's 1 0 at the end. We notice that our exponent is 1. So the hundredths place, there's a 2 in the exponent, and so we notice that there are 2 zeros. So for the thousandths place, there's a 3 there as an exponent, and we have 3 zeros. And so this pattern will keep continuing on and on and on, and so which we will get some more practice on here in a minute. What is up, Math Superstar? Thank you for continuing with this video. This is the bonus part for Math 6-7 Accelerated. On the powers of 10, we're focusing on the place values now to the right of the decimal, giving us the negative numbers. You can also watch this if you're a Math 6, if you are really bored. And so here we go. So we're talking about the tenths place. So for the tenths place, the way we write this in exponential form is 10 to the negative first power. So whenever we have a negative exponent, that's going to tell us that the number is going to be a decimal between 0 and 1. So the way we write this out, we can also write this as 1 over 10 to the first power. And so that will help us out with our fraction in expanded form is just 1/10. And our decimal, when we write this out as a decimal, is 0.1. And in box number 4, we have nothing to write here. So this one just makes us happy and put a little star and another little smiley face and a heart. So how about the hundredths place? For the hundredths place, this will be 10 to the negative second power. So we can rewrite this at an expanded, well, as an exponent, we can write this as 1/10, and the 10 will be to the second power. If we write this out in expanded form, this will be 1/10 times 1/10. We can also write this out as a fraction. We can write this as 1 over 100. And then the decimal form is 0.01. So we have 1 in the hundredths place there. So what about the thousandths? So for the thousandths, we're going to write this as 10 to the negative third power. So if we're going to write this as a fraction, it'll be 1 over 10 to the third power. Expanded form is 1/10 times 1/10 times 1/10. And this all equals 1 over 1,000. So I have 3 zeros there, so I have a 3 with my exponent. And our decimal is 0.001. So what about the 10,000ths place? So we write this as 10 to the negative fourth power. We can also write this as 1 over 10 to the fourth power, which is going to equal 1/10 times 1/10 times 1/10 times 1/10. Make sure to double check. Make sure you wrote out the appropriate number of 1/10ths here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which matches our exponent. We can also write this as 1 over 10,000. And our decimal here is 0.0001.